Howdy, it's Dr. Alejandro.
And I'm Dr. Emily.
And as many of you know, we have 4 clinics on our first 3 years in practice.
If you're ready to level up your business, find us at paththovictorychiro.com to get on the path to victory.
Hey everyone, I spoke in Nashville recently and a lot of people were asking me exactly what do we do? How do we partner with chiropractors? Why do you spend so much energy training a chiropractor to then open them a clinic? Well, I'm going to explain you pretty briefly here. I'm an island boy and we live in West Texas right now, surrounded by a lot of cowboys and animals. So we went to the farm recently of one of our staff that she has 80 acres. And I started talking business with the husband because I look at it like, how can you have a business out of this? I don't care about the horse. I don't care if it's black, brown, how it looks. How can you make money here? And he's like, dude, it's pretty simple. So look at these horses. And we were staring at a horse there. And he said, this cost me $18,000. I need to get rid of it by the time he's 3 years old. Right now he's 2. So I have a year to train it, break it, they call it break it, and do all the things that includes cost of living, the food, water, the vet, if he needs to go to the vet, if he gets sick. And that's around, if it's in a year, he told me it could be up to $6,000 if it stays healthy. So that's already 24,000 there. And that was for the sport of cutting horses. For all my island people, if we could put a brief video in YouTube, it will be there. It's cutting horses. It is basically how the horse shows control of the situation. Like the cow is there and the cow needs to pass to the other side, but the horse is showing control that the cow is not going to pass. And people on the stands are looking how much control the horse has. And that way you can see the net worth of the horse. So, and you know where the horse comes from, obviously the gender, but the family and all that. And based on that, like, you know, if it's going to be a good horse or it's not going to be a good horse. So 18,000, he said it's going to be a decent horse. He expected to sell more than 30 grand. So let's suppose it sells for 30 grand. He invested 6,000 into it. He's going to gain 6,000 because, you know, the cost is 24,000 to then 6,000, you know, 30,000. And I mind there's costs and whatever. But now, when he was telling me this, I'm like, that's freaking awesome. But that's exactly what we do at Victory. Because we have chiropractors come to our house. They basically train with us how to be a better chiropractor, how to be a better human. And we invest a lot into them, not just money, but we invest a lot of time. That doesn't come back. For me, that's sacred. So we invest literally 90 days with them, just pouring into them. And from there, we can know if they're ready to open or if they should work on one of our clinics. You know, there's no wrong answer there because some people are not meant to open a clinic. But if we see that you're able to open a clinic, we're going to keep pouring. That way you can open there and be the best chiropractor over there. You know, so it's basically like cutting horses because let's suppose you invest 90,000 on that clinic, but that eventually with all the people that they're going to help, that could bring basically 90,000 back in the first or 2 years. You get your ROI. So that's basically what we do. And if you partner with us, we open your own clinic, you have the opportunity of investing to open another clinic. Like Alex and Ali, we just opened them in Waco. They're going to have the opportunity whenever they get their money to open another clinic with us to another chiropractor. So they're basically going to get their ROI eventually from the other clinic. So it's basically like cutting horses.
Yeah. Something that you asked our friend too, our staff's husband, was, well, thinking about your time too, right? And you mentioned this, like, it's not just an investment of money and all the other things that go into it, the feeding and the taking care, but it's actually your time and your energy and your mental capacity too, which requires you to step out from your day-to-day things, maybe sacrificing your time at the clinic or sacrificing family time.
But that is something, and that I told you as well, and this actually is going to work for a lot of chiropractors listening. That's something that they don't look at it. They look at it like the 6,000, like, wow, it's 6,000. But they don't look at the time, the evenings, the morning that they spend with that horse when they could have spent it with a family member. Sure. That's when I told you, like, as soon as that happened, I told you, like, I don't want to be in that world.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of time that you're going to be basically with a horse and not with your loved ones.
But you don't enjoy that. I think that's the difference. Like,
exactly. I don't enjoy it. Like for them, that's Disney World.
They love it, right?
Yeah,
that's their whole life.
Correct.
But for us, like, pouring into other chiropractors, like I know that doesn't sound great or appealing to other people,
but we
but we
enjoy
love
it.
it.
Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
It's our joy. It's our passion. It's what we live for. And so I think that's a huge benefit no matter like what you're investing your time or your money into. Enjoy it. We tried the real estate thing. We tried this Airbnb thing. We not only lost money, but like it like mentally and emotionally drained us because it's not something we enjoy. So why would we spend more time and money doing something that we don't enjoy versus putting it into other chiropractors and helping them and mentoring them? And even if they don't come with Victory, they're still going to be amazing chiropractors for their community, maybe somewhere else. And that's great. And we love to maintain those relationships. We're people. And so we want chiropractors to be people too and enjoy what they do and love what they do and then pour into other people. So we're talking about like generational impact here,
Absolutely.
which is awesome. And I think like going back to the horses, it takes a lot of hard work to break a horse. I don't even know, and I don't even really want to know what goes into it. It's a lot of work. And it's very comparable to what's going into training up a chiropractor. You got to have them sharp. You got to make sure they have good bedside manner. You got to make sure like they have their day 1, day 2 down, all that good stuff. But more than that, like you got to teach them how to be a good human.
And it's crazy because I'm going to interrupt you based on what Jay told me. I feel that horses listen better than humans actually.
Oh, probably.
So like I feel dealing with chiropractors sometimes kind of a pain in the butt compared with a horse. Yeah, that's based on what Jay was telling me. Because
might prefer to work with horses. But I think going back to like these horses are like they run genetics tests on them. They have to make sure like they're thoroughbred. Like the breed is very, very important. And I think for a chiropractor, for a human, like there's some things that you can't teach, that you can't mentor. And the same for a horse, right? Like you wouldn't teach a cutting horse how to be a bucking bronco. Like it's not the same. And so you wouldn't teach a really shy person who's born to work for somebody else. You wouldn't really necessarily pour into somebody like that who should open their own clinic and vice versa. You know what I mean? So that's where I wanted to go with that.
Oh, yeah. So that's exactly what we do. There was a lot of questions out there. So I compare with a horse. If you're an island kid, you're probably not going to understand it. But if you're from West Texas, you're going to understand it and it's going to make sense. And I remember we said we're not going to travel this upcoming quarter, but then the Victory training is happening and it's exciting because there's over 5 chiropractors that are not part of Victory that they're coming. So we're going to pour into those people as well, so it's kind of the same thing. So if you want more information, go to paththovictorychiro.com and shoot us a message over there.